Hello there, everyone. Uchi the Oracle here, Uchi the Goddess. I come to you today with a message. Lately, I have been doing this thing where I look up scriptures based off of the angel numbers that I see. And when I say angel numbers, I don't mean like 333444. I mean like those are synchronicities to me, but they are also angel numbers. But to me, angel numbers are just any number that you see quite often. Like 107 follows me a lot. Psalms 107 is a beautiful scripture. But the one that's been showing up for me the most lately has been number 152. So 152, 152, however you want to take that. So I looked up on Google scripture 152. And it brought me to 1 John 15:2, which says, "He cuts off every branch in me that bears no fruit, while every branch that does bear fruit, he prunes so that it will be even more fruitful." I'm going to read it one more time. "He cuts off every branch in me that bears no fruit, while every branch that does bear fruit, he prunes so that it will be more fruitful, so that it will be even more fruitful." So, what does it mean to prune, you may ask? Pruning is the process of removing dead, diseased, or damaged branches. When done correctly, cutting away dead, overgrown, or diseased branches encourages fresh growth and helps maintain healthy trees. It also helps with the structure of the tree, because if there's too many branches on the tree, especially on one side, it could make the tree fall over because of the weight distribution being off. So it helps with balance too. And that just makes me think about the fact that during this season of life, there's just been so many things I've had to let go of, so many mindsets I've had to let go of, so many belief systems that I've had to let go of, and it's all God. I've been being pruned, and I didn't know. I thought I was, for a minute, I thought I was being punished for something. And then, every time because I pray over TikTok before I get on there, because you never know what's going to come up. Even though it's your algorithm, sometimes they'll sprinkle a little extra shit in there. So I was going on there consistently, at least once a day, while I was doing my Esther fast last week. And every time they would talk about the story of Joseph, they would talk about the story of Job. Joseph, if you guys aren't familiar with him, his brothers actually were very jealous of him, set him up to die, but he actually got captured. And you should read it. But the end of he went from the pit to the palace. He got arrested for some shit he didn't do, and then he was utilized as a prophet, and then got set up again, some shit he didn't do, went back to prison, and then became a king, became a pharaoh, and ended up helping his family. That's the story of him. Then the story of Job, he was tested because Satan told God that the only reason that Job was so faithful was because he was so blessed. And so he wanted to test him, and God allowed Satan to test Job. And he said, just don't kill him. And so he did not kill him, but he tested him. He lost everything, lost all his kids, all his animals ran away, and he got really sick and diseased, and still was praising and worshiping God through it all. And then his time came where Jesus stopped Satan from doing what he was doing, and he got everything back, more than what was, taken from him. So it's just, I just think about the fact that God keeps throwing those two stories at me, or was during the time where I really needed to remember that I move from my heart. And though I'm a human and I'm not always doing things perfectly, I don't move to do anything deceitful or to harm anybody intentionally. So my pruning process really had me look at myself, do really deep self-assessment. That's the word. That's what I wanted to say. Self-assessment on myself. And you might be there too right now, being like, what did I do to deserve this? Am I that bad of a person that everybody just wants to leave me? Nobody wants to be around me long periods. Like, I lost all this stuff. Like, what did I do? Is my karma bad? No. No. You are in your pruning process too. I also looked up, when I was looking up the definition of pruning to give to you and to understand deeper for myself, was that the best time to prune is but in the winter and in the springtime, between the winter and the spring. So late November and early March. Between November and March is the best time to prune. So in the last 6 months, you've probably been going through hell and high water, or seemingly so. Who knows? Because I can speak for self. The last 6 months have been very transformational for me and chaotic, because transformation sometimes feels very chaotic, and that's okay, because we all grow through it. We grow through it. You go through it. You grow through it. We're going through it all, and you're not going through it alone. And you also haven't been trying to have your misery basket company of others. So you've probably been isolating yourself too. This is an isolation season for many people. You have to know your seasons for yourself. You really do. Sometimes it's a time of isolation, and sometimes it's your season of community. And it's important. This keeps flying out. My 9 of Cups. If you have been manifesting community and have been getting opportunities to be with community or be with family and loved ones because you really need the support right now, your wish has been granted in ways that you probably wouldn't even expect. I have been not necessarily estranged from my father, but we haven't been close ever. Like maybe since I was 4 years old. When him and my mom split up, I, saw him when I saw him. It was never been consistent. But during this time when I really needed him, he's been showing up for me, and I really appreciate it. And sometimes our wish fulfillments show up in containers and in ways that we wouldn't even anticipate. So just be open-minded to the way that your blessings, your prayers are being answered right now, because it's probably not in a way that you expect or anticipate at all. So just keep an open mind. But during this time, you are being prepared for what you asked for. I know that this isn't just for community. This has to do with a lot of things. Take it how it resonates. But you are walking into such a fruitful season, and I know it probably don't look like it or feel like it right now. It's probably a lot of testing going on, testing of your faith. That's what you should be looking at all this as, is just tests of faith. Do you really believe that you're worthy of having the things that you want? Okay, bet. Let me take away all the shit that you ain't supposed to have and you were never supposed to have in the first place, or things that were seasonal that you wanted to grasp onto because you got abandonment issues or you got attachment issues or something like that. Let me take all that stuff away from you and make room, because when you let go and you release, you make room for what's supposed to be there. You are in your pruning season because you are rebirthing. And the birth process, you're probably seeing a lot of pregnant people, a lot of newborn babies. You're probably seeing little birds and things like that. I heard doves, like white doves. You've probably been seeing a lot of doves. And if you don't know your birds, that's completely fine. Look them up. I love bird watching. And it's something that probably you could get into too. Somebody needs some hobbies outside of, I heard jacking it, smoking weed, and watching crime shows. Honestly, crime shows are probably the worst thing that you can watch while you're rebirthing, just because it'll scare the shit out of you. Especially if you're watching it before bed. Like some of y'all niggas have been watching that before bed. Worst thing to do. Oh my God. Find something to feed your mind healthy things. Consumption is very important for you right now. What you are consuming mentally, what you are consuming in your heart, energetically, who and what you're allowing into your space, and also what you are watching with your eyes, what you are allowing yourself to see. Okay? I love you. Protect your peace. Peace is priceless. And there's just so many things that are waiting for you, that are showing up. because you've been praying for it. And even though you've been uncomfortable, you've been standing 10 toes down. You've been not staying down for long. You've been allowing yourself to feel your feelings. And when you catch yourself, going into cycles of things that you already know that you move past, you have been catching yourself. And Money is so proud of you. I am. I'm so proud of you. I'm thankful that you are so consistent with yourself, that you are allowing yourself to feel your feelings, because it's only once you break down that you get to build yourself up stronger, because your foundation probably wasn't that sturdy. You were depending on people. You were depending on your job. You were depending on your parents. You were depending on things outside of yourself and outside of God. But in order for you to get everything that you deserve, I keep hearing, I'm reaping the harvest God promised me. Take back what the devil stole from me. In order for you to really receive everything that you're desiring, oh my God, the lovers. In order for you to receive that, you have to allow yourself to break. I know that, how am I gonna get things done if I break down? Breaking down look different for everybody. That don't mean that you stop going. It means you allow yourself to cry. You allow yourself to be angry and feel rage. You ain't hid nobody. You ain't going out here fucking up nobody else's day, but you are allowing yourself to feel your feelings. Okay? A card just flew. Let me go get Boo and show you. All right. The lovers. So the lovers and the Nine of Cups flew out. So the Nine of Cups is the wish fulfillment card. So it comes right after the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is you walking away from something. If you look up the Eight of Cups and you read, sometimes people like to use Biddy Tarot. I've been using the Labyrinth lately when I try to look up the career and the love meanings for some of the cards, because I'm still, adding on to my knowledge. The Eight of Cups is you walking away from something. You're leaving a lot of things behind. You ain't taking not a nan cup with you. And as you walk away, you make space. You see all of these cups that are behind him as he's meditating. He's on this stool, he's meditating, and all these cups are lined up behind him, all 9 of them. That's you, bitch. That is you. You are walking into such a fruitful season. Walk by faith and not by sight. Don't let what's going on around you, or even the uproar that you're feeling within you, blind you from what's truly happening in the spirit, okay? Because everything is spiritual before it becomes physical. There's a rebirth happening in your life because there's something cosmically going on that's about to birth into your reality. Believe it, speak it into existence, and keep open for however this shows up. And for some of you, like I said, community, this is showing up as love. Romantic love, communal love, family love is showing up as love and partnerships. June is very significant for somebody. June 9th, maybe, and then this is also a 6 and a 9, so maybe Cancer season too. June, the Cancer season starts, I think, on either the 21st or June 22nd. So those days could be significant for you. But yes, there's such amazing things. Oh my God, and the Two of Cups. Yes, you guys are coming into some partnerships, some commitments. And honestly, it's looking like love. Some of y'all, I know I've been waiting on my husband. Cootie cat in a jar, period. Okay, praying for him every day. Your lover is coming in. Yes, your lover is coming in. Look like probably the person, feels like somebody from the past maybe, who's been you see the cloud over this person's head, probably been in their head a lot. That could even be you. Maybe you've been in your head saying, oh, because of all the things that I'm doing right now, I'm healing through, I don't deserve love. You better stop telling yourself that shit. But even if you've been telling yourself, I'm ready for my lover to come in, you about to be tested, because here the fuck they come. Here they come, period. Ace of Pentacles. So the pentacles have to do with earth signs. It has to do with earthly things. So your money, your relationships. Cups have to do with your emotions, and things of that nature. So this right here, with all these cards that even like, especially paired with the Lovers here, signifies marriage, like new relationship and something that's going to be stable and long lasting. And I love that for us. I love that for you. And I love that for me. I've been doing the motherfucking work. Okay? I have been. I'm ready for all of the wonderful things that God has planned for me, because I know that I have not been allowing myself to suffer and going through all of this shit for no reason. And neither have you. So I need you to be kind to yourself. Only be around people who speak life into you. And who are kind to you no matter what. No matter what. And keep your childlike faith. Keep your childlike faith. Because something amazing is, the Chariot coming in. This has to do with Cancer season 2. This is a Cancer card. Maybe you're a Cancer. Maybe you have some Cancer placements. But Cancer season is definitely, that's it. That's the middle of the year. So the first half, the 6 months that we just passed probably were very chaotic. And that's okay, because you were shifting and transitioning and going through it. But this next half of 2024, we're in an 8-year. It has to be fruitful. The next half of 2024 is going to be so abundant. And abundant in the way that you want it to be. Because I'm sure it's been abundant in chaos lately. But you keep going. And I'm so proud of you. And you are so worthy of everything that's coming your way right now. And I pray that you continue to allow your light to shine, that you allow yourself to let things go, and that you watch your words. Watch what you speak over your life right now. You need to only be speaking positive things over yourself. You need to only be speaking life over your goals, and you need to be praying for your community, praying about the people that you want in your life. Make a list of the things that are important to you that you want in your community and the people who you love. And in your partner, what you're looking for. They got to be close to God. They have to love adventure, because I love to explore. They have to love family, because I love being close to family. Just things that you know that you want in your relationship. And I'm not talking about superficial. He got to be this height. She got to have this size ass. I'm not talking about that. You know, you deserve to have everything that you want. But right now I am asking you to think about the things character-wise and spirit-wise that you want. Because the spiritual side, who they are as a person, is who's going to raise your kids. Not what they look like, okay? You deserve a fine person, a fine being. And as you keep taking care of yourself and pampering yourself, that's who's going to come. I want you to focus not on the outside, but on the inside right now. Because that is who's going to stand by you when shit hit the fan. When shit hit the fan, are you still a fan? That's who is going to be, you know, lifting you up when you need it. And sometimes it's not 50-50. That's the spirit that you attract to be your husband, your wife, or your divine counterpart. That is the person who is going to be your 60 when you only got 40. Okay? And sometimes your 80 when you only got 20. Okay? Keep working on yourself and make that list. Think about it. Who is it that you are attracting right now? And remember that it's a reflection of who you are. And that's why you're going through your pruning. Getting rid of, changing, shifting, removing dead, diseased, damaged branches from yourself. All for a purpose. And before I let you go, I wanted to say something that I actually saw on a TikTok video the other day about the growth of a tree. Let me go stand with this tree here. It's so pretty. Okay. This tree right here. All right, so you see these roots here? This is a deeply rooted tree. I'm currently at Hermosa Park. This particular tree has been here since I was little. And I remember, I didn't try to climb it, but I do remember somebody I went to school with try to climb this tree, and the nigga made it to, the branch is not here anymore. But it was a branch that was like, he got up from right here, and there was like and you can't even tell that it's not here no more. That's crazy. There was like a low-hanging branch. It was a thinner though, and he tried to climb on it, and nigga fell straight out the tree. But yes, what the video was saying is that trees have to grow down to grow up. So the rooting process there's a lot of resistance because when your roots are going down, they have to go through a lot. There's rocks down there. You know, if you've ever dug a hole, you know how hard it is to get through that. And the roots do that because they're so strong. They're so stable. To get the stability that the tree needs, it has to deeply root itself. And through the rooting process, it's hard to get through this dirt. Look, yes, to do that over and over again. And you grow upward, you know, sprout a little trunk, you know, get a little branch off. You have to grow down to grow up. So I just wanted to say that to somebody as words of encouragement, that it might seem like you're going down right now, or you might feel as though things aren't going your way because it looks like you're going backwards, but you are rooting yourself. You're rooting yourself. And it takes a lot. It's hard. There's a lot of resistance. I'm sure you've been resisting this change. I'm not gonna let this shit get to me. And you're supposed to allow yourself to feel your feelings. Absolutely, you are. You don't have to let it overtake you. You don't have to let it break you. And you're not supposed to stop. If the roots thought, oh shit, this pebble in the way, I should stop. This tree wouldn't have been here for 30 plus years. It's okay. Because in order for you to get all of this and to be sturdy and stable, you got to go down first. I love you. You're rooting. You're rooting. And guess what? I'm rooting for you. You are amazing. You are worthy of all these beautiful blessings that are coming. You are worthy of this love. I don't give a fuck where you are in life right now. You could be living in your car. You could be going days without showering. You should fix that. Absolutely. You could be working in a job that you hate. You know, you could be, there's a lot of things, a lot of possibilities, you know, of reasons why you think that you're not deserving and worthy of the love that you want. But I'm here to tell you right now that no matter what season of life that you are in, when love comes to knock on your door, no matter what form that it comes in, if it feels real, it looks real, and you know it's real, open yourself up to it and honor yourself by accepting it, okay? I love you. Your ancestors love you. The Most High loves you the most. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. Be blessed.